Kabaragani, Balm Skin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Balm Skin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent. Educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
and women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast. drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars.
Gye-Nyame.
Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water.
Family, 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 man. One of them didn't go all the way down. Still tasted in the back of my throat. Damn. Think I'm dying. Well, you gotta take a lot of pills, and I don't like taking them one at a time. Thank you, Belly. So I'm on the regimen. I'm getting ready for the fast. Excuse me. It is coming fast upon us. Damn, I said fast. Coming fast. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Whatever. My abstination from food is moving rapidly upon us. I have to re-up on all my stuff so that I can go on, run it through its paces. Came right at the right time. We're going to see how it works out. All right. So, I want to welcome you to the Daily Toast. I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast, and it's a Heart of a Simmer production. All day, every day, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Oh, man, we blowing them up. Had a show last night. It was kind of lonely, I must admit. It was kind of lonely, but we got some of that. Well, actually, it wasn't, because Sister Janice came on there, and we was having some conversation. Oh, man, I didn't even send out the stream. Let me send out the stream to make sure the family know that we are up, we are live. Oh, man, I got so caught up in the pills. I've been listening to some of the drama that's been popping off early this morning, and I'm like, oh, my God, no. And you know, I try to stay away. I try to stay away from the bullshit, and I'm gonna try to stay away from this one. I'm gonna try. You know, it's so much. You know, I'm trying to go through the news and look for opportunities for us as a people. All right, all those toasters that's out there that support us on through our Gumroad and have supported us or currently supporting us is on his way. Boom. And also I'm posting up on all of our other platforms. There we go. All right, it's out. And so I try to stay away from a lot of bullshit, right? Because it's a whole, I mean, it's like, it'll be so easy for us. It'll be so easy for us to create a buzz, a fervor, a big fan base if we kept on jumping on after drama to drama to drama. But recently, in the last couple of days, Dr. Umar Johnson came out against the manosphere. In particular, Kevin Samuels, and I have some serious thinking to do because Umar, my dude. Umar is a good dude. I don't know Kevin Samuels, and I watch some of his stuff, and I actually enjoy a lot of the content. Now, I don't necessarily agree with I don't know nobody I agree with 100%, right? But I don't know. I think I might have to go on and touch on this one here because this shit is crazy. It is going to get crazy. If you do not know who Kevin Samuel is, then you really are not a YouTuber. Because he got memes up on all of the social network platforms, and all those that are in Gye-Nyame camp, we know Brother Umar, because, when he comes to town, we will help with the security, because the brother is doing a good work. So now we got brothers clashing about the feminine energy, which is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Brothers clash about it, right? But the one piece that I want both of them, because both of them are doing good work. This is what I'm saying, right? We can't coddle bad behavior on either half, of whether we're talking about masculine or feminine. And this is what I see sometimes. I see that we coddle some of the behaviors, some of the masculine behaviors that might be popping up in some of our sisters in inappropriate ways. That makes it hard for us to build, because the major attack, regardless of whether we're talking about Kevin Samuels or we're talking about Umar Johnson, the major attack is on black families, because you can't build black community. You cannot build black culture. You cannot build, you cannot have really sustainable anything if we do not have a black family. And a black family requires a black man and a black woman having black babies. This is the center of the attack. And when I'm acting out of space, when I'm acting out of place, and the woman is acting out of place, we can't come together and we can't create. And we have to realize that when we are acting outside of our roles, we're making it very toxic, and we're setting dangerous examples for our children, because they learn how to deal with others through us. Now, regardless of whether you agree with Kevin Samuels, or you agree with Dr. Umar, or you agree with what Kevin Samuels is doing, or if you agree with what Brother Umar is doing, the bottom line is we need to stop this bullshit and really get to the fact that we have a larger enemy here, and it's pulling the family apart, and we're getting brainwashed in all these goddamn institutions, and with all these certifications and all of these awards that's coming from white people, whether we paid for them or whether they're giving them to us or whatever. And we get this all wrapped up in our minds, and we start dealing with each other in very unhealthy ways. A lot of the ideas that we are struggling with in our community were ideas that came up out of our community. They were ideas that were enforced upon us, or that we got by osmosis by being in those environments, having to be in those environments. So we have to pull it together as a community. We have to be able to work together as a community, as men and women, and being able to clearly identify our roles in the mission. You know what I'm saying? In the mission. Because every now and then you might need some, I'm just saying. But it's going to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. And those of you that might be involved in this, you're going to be hearing about this probably for the next 3 days. We moved right into the weekend with this shit. So there's going to be response videos. There's going to be people commenting on, and I'm just wondering if Kevin is going to even, drop a response. But anyway,
Brother Kwame says, preach, my brother, preach. I'm not really a good preacher, but shouts out to Miss Tiandra. I see you out there as well. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Who else out there? It's too easy to want to up one on my brother or sister than to remain focused on resolving our issue. A more than one pronged approach is it at all times. You don't win battles. You know what I'm saying? When you focus in, hold on, just Tara Haas sent me a message. Okay. All right. When you hone in on one part of the battle, right? And you get focused. This is why you have to have leadership that is able to see from a higher perspective. Not necessarily because but you know, a lot of times you would see generals sit on something higher, or they might be somewhere on the hill so that they could look and see what's going on, and they would send signals to the troops about how to adjust. Because when you become so focused, right? When you become so focused on one point, I even experienced this on the football field. Like, the reason, like on defense or even offense, they will call, I can't remember what they call them on the field, but they'll call play changes on the field that requires you to move and requires you. If you get so caught up into the game, if you get so caught up into just the person across from you, right? And you're not able to hear the signals because there's something coming, you might not be able to see it. You got the linebacker standing up and the linebacker calls something and he might have to pop you on your butt to get you to listen, and he say, switch. He throws that signal out. You have to be able to move and adjust. Why? Because something is coming, because you can't see it because you're too into it. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't understand that when we're in a battle, it ain't just one enemy in one direction we going in. When you fighting a battle, if you focus just on one thing, you can be outflanked. And if you think it's bad when you fight somebody head on, I want you to imagine fighting somebody one-on-one head on, and then all of a sudden you got a group of individuals coming from your right side to attack you that you weren't even aware that was even there. Why? Because you caught up in the moment. Many of us get so caught up in the moment and we start seeing each other just as the enemy. We don't understand that there's a larger battle at foot. In the story about Hannibal, I think it was the Battle of Cannae. Hannibal used a strategy where he allowed his central rank to be, in a sense, the weakest soldiers, and the Romans was able to fight their way and push their way into the middle, and the generals couldn't even see what was happening, and it because his outside ranks stayed firm. Hannibal's outside ranks stayed firm, while the middle ranks moved back, which gave them the right and left side, which allowed them to collapse on the enemy. And when they collapsed and closed it, now I want you to imagine this. We're talking about tens of thousands of people. Hannibal's men were killing Romans all day because they could not see the attack. They could not understand what was happening. They thought they was winning until they got encircled and there was no way for escape. As a matter of fact, some people were so terrified in waiting for their death because they was too close to even fight anymore. They got squares in so tight because they were so focused on just moving in one direction, getting through the center. They got so caught up, not realizing what was going on around them, that they became so tight that they couldn't even they could barely use their swords, and they definitely could not use their spears. And just imagine being in the middle of this formation, waiting for death. It is said historically that some people, rather than wait, kneel down to their knees
dug holes and buried their heads so that they wouldn't have to wait for death. And many of us, in a sense, when we see some of these battles going on, right, it's almost like we're caught in the middle, and because there's really nobody to attack. Because if I start swinging my sword, I'm just going to kill my people. If I start trying to move my spear, I'm just going to kill my people. And it's almost like we're caught in this vice right now. And the only ones that I can fight are the ones that are on my side. We don't see that. It's crazy. Flanks remain secure to allow them to surround them and destroy them. Man, oh man. But anyway, let me get off of that. So I'm running late today. I always got a story. I come downstairs to get my ambrosia, right? So I say, I'm going to get my ambrosia. I'm going to put some ambrosia in my breakfast drink, right? I come down and I open this one. You heard it, right? Well, no, this one's already open. This one, the cap flew off and was sitting right here in front of my computer, right here. So I said, oh, shoot. So I look over at my other bottles, and I go over and say, cool, let me go and open them and let some pressure out. I opened one of them, and it sprayed me. It is alive and well. This ambrosia is kicking it and moving and sprayed me up. I said, oh, damn. So I had to change clothes and I had to take another shower. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that ambrosia goodness all over me. Ambrosia juice, right? Juice of the gods, drinks of the gods, sprayed me. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened to be the one with the chia seeds. So anybody that work with chia seeds know that chia seeds, I every now and then I turn my hand over, it's still a chia seed. I don't know how I missed it. But they so good because they soak up anything that you put them in. So I got bottlefuls of chia seed soaked ambrosia just sitting over there. But anyway, let's get to this toast. Last night we did we had a conversation. We talked about some of the postings from the African openers to the Tree of Life. The 3 proverbs we cover is the child seen as material cannot be raised. Say the knowledge holders. The child seen as material is denied life. That's proverb number 2. Say the knowledge holders. And last, mastery put the harness to energy. Mastery puts value to energy. Say the knowledge holders. Good conversation, good thoughts. A child seen as material cannot be raised. A child seen as material is denied life. I want y'all to think about that. If you didn't hear, I want y'all to think about that one. Right? The child seen as material cannot be raised. The child seen as material is denied life. And how are a lot of our children in our community being looked at? And we wonder why they're so difficult to raise. Right? We see material when there's actually energy that is popping in front of us. That needs to be harnessed, that needs to be directed. But anyway, that's a whole nother piece. I ain't gonna go there. But here we go. We're about to lift up our glass and salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say the word of power around here. I don't know what the word of power is in your house. We say Ashe here, but you say your word of power. Join us. We lift it up and we say Ashe. Wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Anime. Good job, girl. From there, family, where we going? It's a very simple journey from here. We're going to lift up our glass, and we're going to raise it, and we're going to call on our list of ancestors. I'm going to go as far as I can. Cleveland! Excuse me. Have doing my son, Lord have mercy. I'm working with him. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herm Brown, Singh, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Penny, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil,
Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamayo, The Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Hayes, Grace Deanna Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulling, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooke Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Chance Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Cameron Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kennedy D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, said Well, Livy the Farmer, I go so Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy Selby Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urana Thornton, Bernie Squells, Ernest D. Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Betsy Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, John Patel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Ernest Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradling, Kevin Spradling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ida Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sissenball, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Derek Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harriet Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, had Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lee Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Vanilla Motley, Geraldine Ford, Miss Vanilla Motley, where we at? Let's see. Miss Vanilla. It's Miss Vanilla, Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bed Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown. The Armsteads, the closer I get to memorizing this, I know I do them twice.
So let me go on. Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Neville Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rayshawn Easy, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Business Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Alvin, Masrin Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. All right. For those that want to add any ancestors to the list, you can hit us up on our timeline, or you can inbox us on any one of our platforms. We'll eventually get to it. To the Black Book, Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as our sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Germonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Gary Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clay, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Eric Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna Jason Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walter, Nalauti Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Trisha Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talchin, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Nella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, May Smith, Juanette Fleury, Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams, Duncan Jr., Jana Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nicey, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LeBron Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Reese, Nannette Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda, Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kane, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keaton, Lenny Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kelly Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, and Vivian Johnson family. We have done it again. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors, right? And like I said, the list is growing, or it has been growing. So family, we lift it up, and we salute each and every last one of our ancestors, standing upon their shoulders, firmly and boldly moving towards the future. And we say, Ashe. From there, very simple. We are on the day of Nia. We move to the present moment. Right now, we are on Nia, and I ask as I ask every day, family, please, if you would, excuse me, pill still moving around in my belly. Ask you every day, open up your reticular formation, seek out your principles. The principles are there, they're ready for you to find them. Go out and seek them, right? Go and learn about them. And also, one of the things I want to start doing with Gye-Nyame, because I haven't been doing it. So when you post up something, right, and you post it up on Gye-Nyame, and if you want to use it for your personal site, just hashtag it the principle that it represents. I'm guaranteeing you, for everything that you post, there's a principle that you can attach to it, right? so that we could be able to so we could start being able to find them, right? It's important that we seek our principles in the moment. It's important that we constantly are seeking our principles. So, like, for example, I hashtag a fight video, not the street fight video, but a fight video that I discussed yesterday on the show, showing where the principles are. I hashtagged it in Guza Saba, and then I also hashtagged it Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. But anyway, just hashtag your post so that we can start categorizing and start finding these posts, right? But anyway, so for those that don't speak the language, Nia means purpose. Today, demonic principle is balance. Yellow is the color, as you can see by my shirt, right? I love yellow, right? Especially yellow on black women. Don't let me get into that. Lord have mercy. But anyway, we got yellow. The Hermetic law for the day is rhythm. Male name is Kofi. Female name is Afua. We lift up our glass and we salute. We salute. I salute you, right? I salute this moment. I salute the power in this moment. I recognize the power in this moment because we have a responsibility because this moment was passed on to us, right? And we have to do something with it. We have to expand this moment. And in expanding that moment, we have to acquire space for the moment to exist, right? So we lift up a glass, we salute, right, this moment, and we say, Ashe. From there, move to our future generations, we lift up our children, our children's children onto infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, we push up all of our relations and we lift up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we want to send out energy to all those who might need healing. We want to send out energy to all those who might be struggling with something, might be grieving. We want to send out that energy. We want to send out these vibes that we've been producing over the last 5 years and help some of our people find comfort in the, you know what I'm saying, where they are. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we get to that selfish toast. It's about you. Lifting up the glass for all those out there doing the work, all those that's on the grind, all those that's on your hustle, all those that's out there trying to get, you know what I'm saying, doing the work. Let's just say that. What do you need right now in this moment to move towards your personal greatness? What is it? Move towards your collective greatness. What is it that you need in this moment? We lift up our glass. Come on, I'm listening. Ashe. From there, last but not least, or this ain't last, we're going to lift up our tribe, saluting our tribe, remind ourselves that we have, or we can have, a tribe that we can be held responsible to, right? A tribe that can check us, a tribe that we can build with, a tribe that we can work with, a tribe that we can accomplish goals with, an accountability group, a power mind group, right? You know what I'm saying? We lift up our glass to our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? Lift it up. We say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most uplifting, the wisest, the bravest, right? The most inspiring individual in the room right now. I'm lifting my glass up to you. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Oh, baby. Lord have mercy. It's me and Miss Ambrosia. We got a thing going on. This one is, I tried something new. I took some old ambrosia, some older ambrosia, some matured ambrosia, and I put it with some of the young. And see what we came up with. And we came up with a lovely combination. Yes, indeed. when elders and youth work together, they create such a beautiful harmony. A nice bouquet, a scent. I think I'm gonna call that scent "Getting It Done." This is what happens when the wise are able to guide the young. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, they're able to work together, share their talents and their skills. Lord have mercy. Anyway, all right. So let's get to some. For those that want to know what we talking about when we talk about these days, the day of birth. As a matter of fact, on the Gye-Nyame, not the Gye-Nyame timeline, in the Gye-Nyame text, for all those that's in the Gye-Nyame text, right? Tribe members, Sister Tracy sent out something because we want to categorize and we want to find out all of the days, the day children. We want to know what day you was born on in Gye-Nyame. Now, I'm pretty familiar with everybody, but I think everybody needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Because part of team building is being able to have some, you know what I'm saying, having some idea. So the day names, nor the astrology signs, nor the numbers totally define who a person is. What it gives you is a baseline where you can start dealing with it, but it's good and it's handy to have these tools so that we can kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of make it easier or make it easier for us to work together. Know exactly what we got, knowing exactly what's on your team. Right? Or who's on your team? All right, but anyway, I digress. Let us go to the news for the day. All right, upcoming today, we're going to start off after I go off around 10:45. We're going to start our mindset motivation cycle. Sister Tracy got her own cycle popping off. She building up. She's been consistent. She's been throwing out the material. So we're going to start with our first one, self-imposed limitation at 10:45. At 11 p.m., we're going to go to self-imposed limitations and a power I am, part 2. Then we're going to move to mindset, motivation, gratitude, and attitude at 11:15. And we got some more coming up. It ain't going to show all of them, right? It ain't going to show all of them. They, you know. We can see y'all. We gonna see y'all. We want to see all, right? We want to see all of them. All right, here we go. Mindset, motivation. Then we gonna move at 11:45. We got mindset, motivation, focus. Then at 12 p.m. we got the new mindset, motivation. On Nia's Nia at 12 noon for her first season. She will be premiering at 12 noon on Nia in this first season. All right? This is season 1. So you click get the reminder. Then I got my IT get healthy. IT stands for I'm thinking. Get healthy. The microbiome, I had to go in and fix it. I was going to premiere earlier, but I had to go in and fix it. Yeah, I had to go in and fix it. So I went in and fixed it. You know, so that it wouldn't get no dings. So let's go on back. We're going to go back to our news page. I want to go back to the news page. They tell me I could tag a product. We ain't going to tag a product right now. All right. So ABC 6 on your side. They're talking about jumpstarting the economy. Let me try to remember because they didn't post up the article. It was about, the federal court made a ruling as far as the moratorium on evictions, stating that it was unconstitutional for the state to do that, right? So what they're doing now is you're starting to see that all over the country, they're going to force people to have to, in a sense, go back to work, regardless of how they feel about the safety, regardless of this thing of COVID being out here. So we're seeing things like this where the moratoriums that were on the rents and stuff like that are rolling out. You know what I'm saying? Rent payers have received no lift of burden. I couldn't think of the proper term. You know what I'm saying? Why a lot of these landlords are able to withhold, right? Withhold paying their mortgage, right? They stop paying their mortgage and they're able to move the timeline out, so they're able to pack that in on the end. But these people are still paying rent, so these people are still being forced to pay rents while some of these landlords are not paying the mortgage, right? So we have to understand, you got the haves and the have-not situation. Once again, we have individuals who are sitting on capital. Now, I know this ain't all homeowners, so please don't, I try never to speak in all, but you have homeowners who are not paying their mortgage to the bank because they are able to receive a break because of the time that we in, but yet we still have these same landlords that are going in and pressuring the tenants to pay the rent, right? So what that does is, for example, if I got, let's just say I got five properties that possibly I might be making $500 a month on. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to defer my mortgage because of what happened with the pandemic, and I'm able to, you say, all right, for the next 6 months, I'm not going to pay that. And I'm making $500 extra off of each one of them a piece. Right? I got 5 properties, $500, $2,500 times 6 that I'm able to stack money and do and work with, while my tenants still have to pay me. So if I am an unjust landlord and I'm not paying my mortgage, and yet and still, you know what I'm saying, I'm allowing these people to stay here, but I'm forcing them to pay me rent. So I'm thinking that any mortgage holder that is doing a deferral also need to defer the rent for the occupants of the spaces that they are in or the spaces that they own. If you are deferring that, right, then you also, then the people who live in that property also need to be able to defer. So in a sense, if you are getting a deferral, that should be public knowledge. Why? Because now, as a renter, I'm able to look and see, hey, dude, you ain't paying your mortgage. You got a deferral. You don't want to give me a deferral. You don't want to work with me. You're just demanding that I pay, but you're not paying the mortgage. Well, I own it and blah, blah, blah. You're receiving benefits from the government for this pandemic that I think I should be. They're giving you this so that I won't be homeless. So that you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. So we got to start figuring stuff out like this, because this is not going to be the last time, right? This is not going to be the last time we deal with some shit like this. And we need to be able to make come-ups from this, right? I'm just saying. Because some people making some big come-ups off of this. 5 times 5 is 25. That's $2,500 per month. Hold on. Otherwise, they stack approximately 15. He said 15,000 per month. I said 5 and 500 a piece. They make an extra 500 a piece. You right, because they're not paying their mortgage. Damn, I forgot about that. So not only are they not paying their mortgage, if they're collecting rent, they're able to stack that money, which when we move into the economy after the post-COVID economy, they're going to have money to become even wealthier. This is what they mean when they say that the pandemic is making those that have able to have more. Because in a minute, right, they are going to be able to buy some assets cheap, because a lot of people that have money right now are running out spending money. As soon as that money dry up, prices may drop. Or actually, the printing of more dollars could make it go up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an economist. I don't know. All right, check this out. South Carolina becomes the second state to cancel federal unemployment benefits. This goes right up here with this. You know what I'm saying? They're canceling the rent piece, and now in states, because they said South Carolina is the second state to cancel federal unemployment benefits. They don't want to pay people the federal unemployment benefits. You know why? because the federal unemployment benefits are more than what people are making on a job. So rather than being an intelligent politician, I want you to think about this. This is the type of fucker we got to deal with. To make people go back to work, you're going to cancel the federal unemployment thing for your state because you need workers. But yet and still, you have never came towards those companies. You're going to punish those that do not have power. You're doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do. But hey, it's cool. We understand. See, COVID is exposing so much right now, right? It's an accelerant. And I'm just watching it, and I'm just, when this shit is over, the cover is going to be pulled. The cover is going to be removed from so many of my people's eyes, right? So South Carolina is going to stop the federal unemployment benefits because they need workers for companies that are paying less than what these people make not working. Now, what kind of fool would continue working in a situation or return back to a situation that was paying them less for being unemployed? So now they got to squeeze it. So they're trying to jumpstart this economy. They're trying to get things back to the way it was. But people starting to see this shit this ain't right. I ain't getting nowhere. You know, I had a conversation with a sister who has been working for damn near 30 years. Single, beautiful sister. Very intelligent. 30 years on the grind. And I ain't talking about a low page, low wage. I'm talking about a full-fledged career woman that's been working 30 years of her life. And not only is she smart, she money smart. How many of y'all know people in this situation? She done did everything she was supposed to do, and she still is not going to have enough money to retire. That black family is important. Building up a family is important. Building up a network is important. But I'm bringing up this point to say that these people, look at him. Look at it. Look at his ass. This motherfucker's life is set. This motherfucker got inheritance. This motherfucker got shit coming from his family. This motherfucker got side deals going on where he is able to stack millions and millions of dollars and nobody is asking any questions. Nobody is holding him accountable. But yet and still, he would turn around and tell you that you will have to work your whole life and even go back to work during a possible pandemic that we don't even know what the state of it is right now. Right? Just saying. Did you have to go back and work for pennies and still at the end of your life not have enough to survive? We're going to have a bunch of boomers and late, and early Gen Xers who are going to have to subside off of dog food. Because they've been living a high life. They've been, you know what I'm saying? They've been living their best life. They've been living the American dream. But now, because shit is stuck the way it is, they will not be able to sit back and retire. They will not be able to live. They will not be able to live at the standard that they're living at. They're gonna have to downstep it maybe 2 levels. Like shit. You know, I just jumped out in front of it. I already saw what was coming. I know what's happening I see what's happening for the boomers, and I also see what's happening for my generation. Because my generation was sold a bag of goods that do not work. And it took us our whole lives to go through all the bag of goods that they told us that we were supposed to do to figure out that this shit didn't work. I figured that shit out at 32. Like, oh, man, some bullshit. It's some games being played. See, but the ancestors gonna make it work. Not that I just put my faith in my ancestors. I started creating my shit and I started building. I continued to build, even before 32, right? You know what I'm saying? Because faith without works is dead. So for me to sit back and wait for my ancestors would be me being a hypocrite. For me to sit back and wait for God would be me being a hypocrite. I had to get out and I had to do some stuff. And I continue to create. And I will continue to create. Right? Because this is the issue. I have to do it for myself. These companies, none of these companies are looking forward to taking care of your ass. This is why they got rid of pensions, family. This is why they moved us to the 401k. And most of us that's been on the 401k that think that let me tell you what's going. Let me tell you what's possibly going to happen when an influx of boomers and some of the early Gen Xers start getting ready to retire. The market is going to go down. So all of the shit that we have invested, the value of it is going to drop. And we saw that shit in 2008 with the crash, because that was right around the time where a certain group of the boomers were about to retire. And they found out that because they had all their shit in there, don't think that they don't know what's going on. That you need to know what's going on. You need to study it. 2008 was a crash. The crash, the only person that you could blame was you. And guess who was the only persons that wasn't bailed out? See, a lot of people only think that people just lost their houses during the 2008 crash. No, people lost their whole goddamn retirement in the house. It's some people in 2008 that did everything they were supposed to do, especially that look like me, that did everything that they were supposed to do. They followed all the rules. They broke no laws. And the 2008 crash, because you got greedy motherfuckers, because we're about to get on that right now. You got greedy people playing games with these markets, can go out here and risk everything and sacrifice after absolutely nothing. I could gamble. It's sort of like going to a casino and I'm able to keep all my winnings, but all my losses I pass on to my friends. Why should I stop playing? If I could play blackjack and I get to keep everything I win, but every time I lose, I say, hey, Gye-Nyame, I lost. Bail me out. And they come and they give me money. Why the hell do I need to stop gambling? Then we had the first black president bail all those companies out and left some of your grandparents and some of your aunts and uncles out there hanging. All right, I'm going to leave that shit alone. But it's cool. I guess it's cool, right? It's okay, right? It's the American way, right? This is how we get down here, right? White cyber criminals looking to steal personal info are using text messages as bait. Now, watch out for this. I just put this up there so that y'all can get it. And I didn't put I need to put a hashtag on there. Be safe on these digital streets, fam. Fed warns about potential for significant decline in asset prices as valuations climb. Now, for my long-term investors, those that are doing micro-investing and stuff like that, like we talk about a little bit here, you know, we're not experts, but we pick companies that we like. We pick companies with history, and we're using some of these apps to do some micro-investing, and we're not concerned about the swing trading or the day trading. What's going to happen is that soon we're going to see a major dip in all markets. Why? Because people are going to start cashing out because they were not involved in it for the right thing. We're going to start seeing it. We're going to see it with the cryptocurrency. We're going to see it with the stocks. We're going to see it with all the other stuff because right now shit is going like gangbusters because people is getting extra money and they're putting that extra money and some other money because they're trying to make a quick come up. Family, find your good companies. Find, if you're doing cryptocurrency, find cryptocurrencies that are being used and that are actually holders of value, real value. You know what I'm saying? And not just, not just hype tools, not just something that is being driven by emotions or being driven by the like of somebody like Dogecoin. Be quiet. Not to be quiet. Trying to make money because right now what we got in the market right now, we got a bunch of we got a bunch of gamblers. They're looking for the highs, right? They're not willing to ride it out. So what they're going to do, they're going to cash out, and you're going to start seeing prices drop. Now, those of you that have been holding on to some cash, right? Once it start dropping, you know what I'm saying? Especially those companies that we know going to be around, start snatching that shit up. I mean, don't if you know what I'm saying? And some of these platforms, you can spend as little as $1. Just snatch some of that shit up for your kids, right? Let it sit for 20 or 30 years. Just build up your portfolio. My children already, they learning the words portfolio. They learning the word dividend, and you know what I'm saying? Now let's look for some now, because now this weekend I'm gonna talk like y'all need to. All right, y'all got a little bit of money left to invest, right? Find companies that are paying dividends to have a good history. I'm gonna walk through it a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna force it on too much. I'm just like boom, boom, you know, so that they say they did this before. So when they finally get interested, if they do get interested, they can do it. Right? And those of you that are day trading, family, listen. Or swing trading, listen to me. Right? I suggest, and I'm not a financial expert nor a financial advisor, I would suggest that you use 10%, maybe 15% of any portfolio or any money you have, and that's what you take risk with. So if you lose small, but if you win big. Right? Call hedging your bets. Right? You don't put the house on Dogecoin. Please. Don't do it. You don't put the house on, you know what I'm saying, on Bitcoin. If you know what I'm saying, you be wise with how you do your shit, because there is a drop coming. Let's see what he talking about. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. This is a good one here. Good TikTok. I want y'all to. This is how they be robbing your ass. Hold on. Good TikTok here.
Time for a very special recast of movies and TV that would enrage racists. Part 11, Friends. Instead of premiering on NBC in 1994, it'd come out in 1993. I mean, the reboot would also have to be about 6 friends in their 20s living in New York. You'd have to incorporate an on-again, off-again relationship with 2 of the main characters, and then a more consistent and rewarding relationship with 2 other characters. You'd have to have someone who's kind of ditzy but really into astrology, a character that ain't the sharpest tack on the bulletin board, a shallow one obsessed with fashion, the overbearing know-it-all who everyone's low-key afraid of, and instead of Ross, Chandler, Joey, Monica, Phoebe, and Rachel, it'd be Kyle, Overton, Regine, Sinclair, Maxine, and Khadijah. And instead of Friends, call it Living Single. Time for a very special recast of movies and TV.
Y'all hear that? Y'all ain't hear that. Y'all ain't hear that. I'm telling you, in these 60 seconds, some of these TikTokers be dropping some damn bombs.
TV that would enrage racists.
That was a bomb. Hold on, let's get that man the bomb. Let's get him the bomb. That's the bomb.
It'd come out in 1993. I mean, the reboot would also have to be about 6
Damn explosion.
You'd have
moving
to
slow, man.
On again, off again.
All right, let me see. Tell me your birthday, and I can calculate in my head what you were born with respect to the Gregorian calendar. That's Brother Kwame, and is motivating me to exercise my writing skill more. Okay, talking about Sister Tracy, I think. Otherwise, they stacks approximately 15,000 per month. Thoughts you said you had 6. I thought you said well, maybe I did say 6. I don't know, man. I be in the moment, man. I don't know. I'm excited. I get excited when I'm talking to y'all. More tech opportunity. We could really have a wireless power grid that runs on 5G. What y'all think about that? The future we need to get this. They're talking about engineering 3D printing world first clay house in 200 hours. Now, family. But this is the fact of this is that they've been doing this shit in Africa for a very long time. I'm just saying. They just don't call it, They've been building properties like this over in Ghana. I mean, in Africa. Traditional buildings like this for a very long time. Right? But, let's get a machine. If we could do it, or maybe we might bring somebody out here that could do it. Now, Ethereum is living Bitcoin in the crypto dust. Now, family, this is that hype that I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of stocks, you got a lot of coins that are being pushed because of the hype around them. Do not sell your shirt to get involved with this shit. If you have a little bit of money and you want to play, once again, take 10% of your investment and take risk with it. The other of it, you put it on shit that you know is going to be here. It might take a couple of hits, but it's going to be here, right? Ethereum is kind of high right now. To me, it's sort of like gold, right? It's too high. Don't make no sense, right? And I'm saying right now, yeah, it's somewhere in the 3,000s. Now, if you didn't buy in early, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. That shit up 300%, right? I've been buying a little bit of Ethereum for a while now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no large amounts. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was only getting involved with it because some of my friends that was involved with this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you got to know, because you think sometimes when you talk to people and they start talking about anime and other shit, you like, oh, they're a nerd. I don't want to talk to them. Them the motherfuckers, when it comes to this techno shit, you need to really be talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Dentista was into this shit a long time ago. He was talking to me about it in between his conversations and me and his arguments about Dragon Ball Z and Capoeira. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I'm just saying. Gary Vaynerchuk NFT is the next Amazon. We need to go and get somebody studying, or some of us need to look into this whole NFT field that Gary Vaynerchuk is talking about. But if not NFT, it's going to be something, because we're moving into what was called Internet 3.0. Don't know where it's going. But this is the show from last night right here. You go check it out, family. I think it was good, But anyway, it don't matter what you think, Hot Tim. It's what the family think, okay? I hear you. But anyway, it's time for me to go. I got to get these babies to school. And it's time for me to start my venture. So with that, this is Brother Hot Tim. And guess what? I am out. Well, not all the way. Not all the way. Let's do this. I haven't done it.
Gye-Nyame, Bomb Skin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bomb Skin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius, At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, or my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent. Educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek